Welcome back, ARK players, to a brand new video. Now today we are diving into 2026 and something really exciting which I didn't actually add in to my what's coming to ARK in 2026 video. So thank you guys so much for actually mentioning that to me, because this is one of the biggest updates of the year, and that's why we're doing a little bit of an update on it. So 2026 is the year that we are finally going to get a TLC update for 5 of the new, well, I say new creatures, 5 of the oldest ever creatures in the game. Some of them have not been updated in over 10 years, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this. And for some of those ARK Survival Evolved OG players out there, you're going to be super hyped to see some of these changes. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed today's video, as always, feel free to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here. And let's get in with today's video. So let's get straight in with things. And by the way, in the end, there's a little bit of a catch up. We raised over 200,000 for Extra Life, and that was the biggest ever year we've ever had as an ARK community. And again, thank you guys for breaking my LoadedCrysis record when we did the hot challenge back obviously in November, when we raised over $5,000 for charity. It was seriously so much fun, and I did check, and I think we officially ended on around $200,000 and like $400 or something like that. But really amazing effort from all of the community. And because we did this, we unlocked 5 Dino TLCs. And this is the full package, by the way. This is new abilities, this is visual updates, it's everything. It's a proper redo of certain creatures. Wildcard did mention that they will still be doing TLCs for other creatures, but just not on the same level as a fully brand new, you know, visuals, abilities, more TLCs for like creatures that need like new abilities or maybe a bit of a buff and that kind of thing. So let's get in with first place and what most likely will be the first TLC update of the year. So in first place was the Araneo spider, and we don't currently know right now what Wildcard are going to do. If they're going to do one TLC at some point of the year, the second TLC at another point of the year, or if they're going to do all 5 together. They did use the words they will be released throughout the year, which is making me feel like they're going to do one TLC and put a lot of time all into one creature. And I'm wondering whether first place means it's going to come first of the game. But for this video, we're going to use it on that basis, that first place comes first, second place comes second, that kind of thing. So shout out to Cookies, who is an OG player in the LoadedCrysis cluster, because he mentioned to me this morning that this is the creature he is most excited for to come to the game. Well, what I say, not to come to the game, well, I guess it will be pretty much like a whole new creature in the game, because we're really looking forward to seeing what abilities that the spider can get, the Araneo can get. Cookies did mention to me that he's hoping for it to be similar to like the Tech Enforcer, you know, in the movement, how it, you know, we kind of want a little bit more slippery movement with the Araneo, don't we? We want to be able to travel around, get around the map a lot easier, and it's just so outdated, so I can clearly see why this won. For each creature in this video, I'm going to ask you guys in the comment section down below, can you let me know which creature you are most excited for? And for each creature, if you wouldn't mind putting a little bit of what you would think could work well for its TLC, I would love to read that through later today. So in second place, and most likely coming second for the TLC update this year, is the Quetzal. This is one of my favourite. To be honest, all 5 is exciting. I will let you know what my favourite is from, you know, from first to last. But the Quetzal is up there, and I know again, Vika, you're going to be very excited about this, because this will be getting a visual update, abilities update in 2026, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing what they do with the Quetzal. You know, one of the biggest flying creatures in the game, and it's just done the same thing for years and years in ARK. It slowly just flies around the map. But this creature holds such a special place in my heart, and the reason why is it brings me back to 10 years ago when I was playing ARK Survival Evolved for kind of like the first year of my life, being 16, being in school still with my friends, and taming one of these for the first time and trying to like be on an RG and shoot at it, and then it would then run away and just like it brings back some of my most amazing earliest ARK memories. So for this to get a TLC, I'm very happy for it, and I look forward to seeing what they do with the Quetzal this year. So in third place, we have, okay, I'm just going to say it here and now, my favourite, the one I am so excited for, and yes, you guys are going to be like, Dom, you're just saying this is a big carnivore. Carnivores always get all the love, but I'm sorry, I have to say, the Giga is just the OG, and to be honest, I said this earlier again in the cluster, we were having this debate, and I was like, you know, the card show has been on top for many years now, and I'm not saying that the Giga's completely obsolete and no one uses it. People still do use the Giga, of course they do, but it's just not on the same level. Its look is so outdated, it looks like 2015 when you stare it in its face. And of course, you know, out of nostalgia, that's always going to be nice to look back and see what the Giga used to look like. But to be honest, when you really believe what potential this can have in the game, it's come out in a lot of films. What Jurassic World was it recently? I think it was Jurassic World 3, where they had the Giganotosaurus in. And I'm not saying it has to look like that, but I just don't think it really looks like what people say a Giga looks like. And again, I know people don't know exactly what certain creatures look like completely. They still find out new information to this day. But I just think the Giga deserves something new. For me, it just looks round and it just, yeah. And again, when I do see it, it brings back memories. But it's time. It's time, guys. We've got to let go of the old version, and we've got to give this creature some love. Okay, in fourth place is the Therizinosaurus. Now, I am looking forward to this one. Again, another creature that was in one of the Jurassic World movies and was, I think it was the same one, wasn't it? I think the Giga and the Theri were both in Jurassic World 3. I know that movie didn't get the best of reviews, but I thought they were really, really cool. I think what they can do with the Theri is make it more of a horror dino. Let me know your thoughts of that. I really feel like they could make it a bit more of a stalker, a bit like the Megaraptor, you know, in the fact where it can, like, you know, because it's blind, right? And if I'm correct, you can correct me when I'm wrong on my dino knowledge, but I feel like those claws of it as well could do so much more. I feel like those claws could really do some serious damage in ARK when it gets its TLC. And maybe this thing, I don't know a lot of facts about the Therizino, so I'm going to leave it up to some of you professionals out there to let me know, because sometimes when I say something, I always love you guys correcting me and telling me how silly I am. But I just feel like this could be a really cool new design. And I know it got a lot of hate in the community because people were saying Syntac paid for the vote. But at the end of the day, I do think this will be a massive, massive addition. And I actually thank Syntac for doing his donation towards this, because I know there's so many others. There's so many others that could get this TLC. And I do believe that I don't think that these 5 are going to be probably the last ones until we move into ARK 2. I would hope that's not the case. But I think this is a great one, and I really think it could become a huge meta shifter in the game. Now, in 5th place and the final TLC of 2026 is the Megalosaurus. Does that surprise you? I don't think so. I think I don't know if you were to tell someone who's an ARK player there's 5 creatures getting updated that haven't been updated since they were first released, and getting a visual update. I don't know whether people would say the Megalosaurus because it gets forgotten about. But the fact is, it got a lot of votes, it got a lot of love, and I think people got behind it. And I do feel like this is really the aberration creature, but it could be useful in so many other ways, and people do like it. People love it. You know, it sleeps like a cat in the game. But yeah, this is going to be updated in 2026 along with the others, and this is your top 5 list. So it's going to be a really interesting time because we've not had a TLC update since, I think, 2020. I could be wrong, and it could be even earlier than that. It could actually be like 2019 or 2018. I actually don't know. I'd have to go back to, I think it was TLC Pass 3, because they did 2 TLC passes, and then TLC Pass 3 came a lot later on, and that might be in 2020. But since then, there's been nothing. So it's been years and years of nothing for these creatures. So seriously so hyped for this, guys. Let me know in the comment section which is your favorite. Even if you want to go through all 5 of them and give a little bit of a description what you'd like change with it, then feel free to do that, because I absolutely love juicy details and really exciting things to read through when I go through my comments in the evening. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. 2026 is here and lots of new ARK stuff. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.